All right, so now let's talk about the 10 steps about your HydraFacial 6-in-1 machine that I put together. This is not a list that you have to stick to. This is just an easy list, and it's going to be on your right-hand side of the screen. It's just an easy list for me to actually show anybody, even if you don't have an aesthetic background, even if you are just an aficionado of skincare. Aficionado just means a lover of skincare. Aficionado of massage means you're a lover of massage. Aficionado of grapes, I love grapes. So that's what all aficionado means. Like, you have the science and the willpower and the ingenuity to learn this. You know, you are a connoisseur of that profession, basically. So if you are somebody who is licensed or not licensed, this class is for everybody. Let me just say it again. It's for everybody, licensed or not, certified or not. Okay? So no more evil questions about, hey, you should only be teaching licensed people. In a perfect world, I guess so. We would all be having license, but some people can't go to school. Some people are from other countries. Some people are overseas right now. They don't have the school and technology we have. So thank God we do. Now I'm spreading the love to them so they can be prepared and maybe open up their own school and teach others for a better society. All right, so on the right side of the screen, first step we're going to go through is actually deep breathing. And you're just going to take 3 deep breaths. You can take 5, 10 breaths. You can take as many as you want. This is just for me and my class. Your class will be totally different. Your way of training, hey, once you learn it my way, take it for what it is and move on to what you want to make it, okay? Remember, you are better than me. So let's begin. We take in a deep breath. All we're going to do is inhale peace and exhale hate. Inhale love. Exhale doubt. Inhale prosperity. Exhale all the negative thoughts and demon people in the world. Amen. And right now my heart rate is like ticking right on time. I'm in slow, like foggy mode, like I've had a dream, a euphoric dream, like Euphoria on TV. Is Zendaya, is she still going through problems with that show? She's still having problems. But hey, she's a great actress. I like her. She's good peoples. But right now I'm calm. Whenever somebody's pissing you off, making you mad, hey, take those 3 breaths. They don't even know what you're doing. And just move on. So that's your first step. So right here on the right side, up here or down here, you'll see it. It's step number 1, 3 deep breaths. Step number 2, we use our steam or hot towel, or use whatever you have. What I mean by that is, in the video, I'm going to show you how the steamer, let's just say this is the arm of the steamer. The steamer comes down, the steam comes out onto the client's face. And so you can use a traditional steamer, or if you have a handheld steamer that sits right here on the desk and you put your client's face in there and it steams the face, or you can have a handheld steamer with, you know, holding your hand, you wave it around the client's face, heating up the pores of their skin for our cleanser to go deep down and cleanse out any type of dirt, debris, backed up or clogged up nonsense, almost like a drain with all the hair and craziness and shit somebody put down the drain. You got to use Drano to clean it and flush it all out. Oh yeah, that's what we're doing with the steam. And this is what the chemical or product does. Well, it's not a chemical. It breaks down things chemically, like a chemical scrub or Drano. Drano goes down in there. It's like, wait a minute, why is liquid breaking up hair or tissue and shit and all this other stuff? Because it's acidic. It eats at, you know, anything that's dead or lingering on something, like for skin that sits on our face and it eats at it. It's like, get the hell off. Soap, cleanser. So then we're going to go into step number 2 is, or actually we just went to step number 2. That's going to also be used in step or chamber A. After the steaming, after cleansing the face, we're going to use chamber A. So cleanse the face using step A, okay? So after we cleanse the face with our soap and we use the machine to do it, chamber A, we're now going to move on to number 3, remove the cleanser with chamber D. Or just use a face towel or washcloth or sponges or a hot towel. So what I mean by that is once we cleanse the face, after this step, we now need to wash off the soap or cleanser or whatever we use to clean the face, whatever you're going to use for your solution, because there's different brands out there that you can buy. Hey, we need to wash it off the face now. We're going to use chamber D. So we went from A to now D. So now that you're on D, it's using clean water, distilled water. Now, if you have a faucet or you live in a state that has actually clean water, you can test your water if you want to. There's certain test strips out there. There's certain filters you can test water. You can buy off of Amazon. Oh yeah, I'll put the links in the description below where you can buy one. They're cheap. They're affordable, and it tests your water levels, the lead levels, toxicity levels, everything. So if you have clean water, you can use your tap water if you want to, if you have to. I'm not saying you have to go to the store and buy distilled water. Distilled water is just kind of the best water where it's pH balanced to where it's neutral. Like when somebody says timeout, it's neutral on both sides. Every team has to stop. Up, timeout, neutral. So it's where it's good enough for baby skin. It's good enough for anybody who has allergic reactions, sensitive skin. You know, that's kind of the best water to use. Now, there's other super high-end waters that you have to buy that are very expensive. But yeah, the deionized water or carboxylated water, all the other extra stuff, you don't need all that extra stuff, please. So after that step, now we're going to move on to the side. It's number 4, step 4. We're going to do our skin analysis. Your skin analysis, all you're doing is we cleaned off the gunk off the face. We cleansed it, wiped it off with chamber D. Everything's fresh and clean. We now look at the fresh and clean face and we say, hey, I see you have a few bumps. I see there's little, whiskers right here. You got some unwanted facial hairs. You got a beard, even though you're female. Hey, some people are hairy. Hey, uneven skin tone. I see there's fine lines and wrinkles. Whatever the problem may be, this is your analyzing the problem phase. You are basically sitting there thinking like, man, what am I going to do? I see the problem. I recognize it. Now I need to form a plan of action to take care of it. So as long as you recognize it, you put a plan in action to try to stop it or whatever you're going to do, and then you solve that problem, you move on to the next, because that plan of action is like, okay, I see it, it's a bump. What do I need to pop the bump? How do I get rid of this bump? Do I use just my hands to pop it? Or do I use an extractor tool? Do I use a chemical peel or scrub or whatever I need to do to break open those layers of skin? Do I need to use more steam to make it pop on its own? Hey, that's your plan of attack. You are planning on what you're going to do. All right. So that's the analyzing of the skin. You basically looked over it. You surveyed the land, looked left and right. Like, okay, there's no threats over here. There's no threats over here, up here, downstairs. I'm safe. I can move forward. You analyze the field, the battlefield. You are analyzing. How many troops do they have? How many yards or feet or clicks away are they? Or a click would be for landing zones or any type of how far is our objective? Oh, it's 10 clicks, possibly like 6 miles, give or take 6 point something miles. Or it's 5 clicks, which would be like 2 miles, 2.5 miles or something, Gosh, my military knowledge is all messed up. But anyway, every click is 1,000 kilometers, kilo. But anyways, we're going to go on to step number 5, which is extractions. Remember, this is just option 1. I do extractions with an extraction tool. You can do extractions with your fingers. Either way, you're good to go. Okay, for example, for extractions. I'm sorry. This is Kim K. So Kim K, this one of the sisters, one of the Kardashians. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's Chloe, sometimes it's Rihanna, sometimes it's Beyonce and all of them, or Tiana Taylor. What's going on? Kim K right here, she, happened to be in the area. She stopped by, you know, this is how she do. You take your extractor, and let's just say she has a few bumps on the forehead. Hey, get rid of some extraction tool. Or you can put your gloves on and then use your thumbs or forefinger, whatever, index, to pop acne the old school way. I don't like the old school way because you can pinch too hard, bust the capillary. At least with this, you know how hard you're going because you can see it instantly. But with fingers, I'm rough, I'm heavy-handed, so I might not want to do that. I don't like using my fingers, but some people are. Some people are skilled. Now, you don't have to do extractions if you don't feel comfortable with doing it. So if Kim K comes in and is like, I want extractions, you tell Kim K, like, look, I don't feel comfortable with doing this. Why not? Shut up. And you tell her to get the hell up out of here. Because not everybody's going to be comfortable with metal instruments. I know there's some estheticians who don't want to use lancets. We've had 4 in our class. Our class is about 18 of us, well, 16, because 2 did drop out, but 16 of us, and yeah, about 4 of them, they refused to do extractions. In the master aesthetics class, even in the basic class, you had to do extractions, but you mainly did it with your hands. You didn't even learn about the tool until you went to the master's course. But I'm like, if you're going to be an esthetician to the next level, to where you're going to work with plastic surgeons, you're going to work in medi spas, you should learn this. I'm not saying you're going to have to, but come on. That's like me being a surgeon and, hey, I passed through all the schools, and when it comes to dissecting day or whatever it is, to actually cut into skin and it's a live person, oh, blood scares me, or I don't like knives. Why'd you sign up to be a surgeon? You had to go through multiple tests to even get to this phase. You knew what you had to do when you get to this phase. Why now? I'm a nurse, and I come in there and she's preparing the body for a catheter. Like, oh, well, I don't like penises, or I don't like vaginas, so, or I don't want to do incisions to put the tube into the body to where they got to pee and poop in the bag. You're going to be a nurse. You're going to be doing a lot of catheters. You're going to do some nasty, sick shit. You might have to stick something, colostomy bags, everything. Oh, well, I didn't think I had to do that as a nurse. You're going to have some of those. And for you, if you are like that, God bless you. But I'm just saying, we do extractions. That's step number 5. After that, you're going to go into step 6. Now, keep in mind, step number 5 can be done at any time. I just put it at 5 extractions. Sometimes you're going to see a bump that you forgot in the beginning of the steps, and it's like your last step, like, oh, I forgot about it. You can go back. You don't always have to keep everything in order. No. If you missed or forgot to do something, go over it again. It's okay. All right? So extractions can be done at any time. Doesn't have to be, oh, I'm at step 5, I got to do extractions. No, if you don't see anything, you don't have to do extractions. If you didn't notice that bump until after step 7 or 10, hell, now I can do the extraction. Even with the serums or whatever else you have on, extractions can be done at any time, okay? So now we're going to move into number 6, gentle chemical peel, which is in chamber B. So now with the wand, all you're going to do is grab the wand, turn the knob to chamber B. Now you're going to apply the chemical peel on the face. Everything you just did in step number 1, cleansing the face, is the same exact thing. All you're doing is changing the knob to B. That is it. Same wand, same tip, same everything. The only thing that changed was the solution, the light chemical peel. What does that look like? Comes in this green, kryptonite, Superman don't want to drink this type of solution. And you get your kryptonite, you pour it into your machine. This is about 1.5 of the bottles that you're going to use for chamber B. So this will last you 1 and like maybe a little quarter bit. Now I won't say half, just maybe a quarter. But this will last you a long time because the machine only sucks so much at one time. It's great. Your solutions will actually last you a couple months, 2, 3, possibly 4 months. That's great, depending on how many clients you have. And if you have like 10, 20 clients a week, you probably need to buy 4 of these every month. You get 10 clients a week, they want HydraFacial every time. Oh man, yeah, you're gonna run out. Like this is probably gonna service 10 people, give or take. I've measured it down to a science. For me, I've ran past 10 people and I still had like a quarter left. That's why I said a quarter is gonna be left of it. Even after using a full one, you have a quarter left, you pour the rest of it back in there. And so, yeah, I've used it. You can push 12 people depending on how many strokes you're going to do, how much time you spend on the face. You can do 12. But I've narrowed it down to about 10 is on the safe side, okay? For one bottle. 10 clients, if you charge that client $80 or let's just say $100 to make everything even. For 10, that's $1,000. You know what I mean? Like, hey, I only spent $25 for this, or with tax, I think it's 32 because of shipping and the tax, $32. But I just made 1,000 that got me 10 clients. That's nothing. So my profit off of that, if this bottle cost me $32 for shipping and handling and everything, $32 by itself, it's really $25, but the shipping and handling added together will run you about $32. $32 minus 1,000, I mean, you're still looking at 1,970 $74? Yeah, 1,974. My math is all wrong. I know I'm probably wrong on that. But anyway, you still profit. That's if you have 10 clients a week at the price that I just said and you price it at $100, you're doing pretty well. I don't have 10 clients a week. I wish, I barely have 4 to 5. Let's just say I have 5 clients a week and I charge them $500 or $100. That's $500 a week minus $32. You see what I'm saying? So I still profited $470 some odd dollars. So that's 4, that's 8, 12, 16, so $1,600 just over those 5 people a week. So 5 people, 5 people, 5 people, 5 people. So that's 20 people in 1 month. I just made close to $2,000 just for those 5 people. So that's good money to me, extra money. And let's just say 5 people, I worked 3 on Saturday, 2 on Sunday. Hell, I'll take that. That's extra thousands of dollars that goes into my pocket, and I have a regular job. So it's good to go. So after that, after the gentle chemical peel in chamber B, we're now going to go to step 7. Step 7 right over here is rinse off the solution using chamber D or use a face towel. You don't always have to use chamber D. You can use a clean washcloth, face towel, hot towel to clean off the face as well, okay? So after we rinse off the face using D, because remember, we just used this chemical peel. It's in the skin, but we want to clean off the residue, anything that's still lingering on the skin, because it has a smell to it, and it's pretty active. You're like, oh, okay, I feel it tingling. It's good to go. But I need to wash it off. That's why you switch it to D. So then now we're going to go into step number 8. All right, so on the right-hand side, step number 8, apply the facial serum. Ooh, what is a serum? A serum is pretty much a lot of active ingredients added into one bottle or jar to affect change. Let's just say you want more moisturizing. Well, most serums for me is going to be more moisturizing than all the other shit that you see on TV. Oh, try this serum, it does all. It's a bunch of nonsense. No, it doesn't do that stuff. No. Rapid wrinkle reduction repair. There is no such thing as a rapid wrinkle. It took you many years to get that wrinkle. It may take many to get rid of that wrinkle, unless you're going through a laser treatment or some sort of constructive surgery, or like, come on, you would have to go through the extreme way to really get rid of that wrinkle. Botox doesn't even get rid of wrinkles. All it does is fill it in or stop the muscle from contracting to make further wrinkles. That is it. Botox does not take out wrinkles. Fillers fill in the wrinkles, but even that wears off. So don't let a dermatologist or any type of surgeon or whoever does injections tell you otherwise. That wrinkle's gonna come right back. Come on, think about it. So a serum is something that, for me, moisturizes, like I said, the military. If you have the Army, Air Force, Navy, Marine Corps, Coast Guard, you add them all together, they're powerful serum. Powerful. But by themselves, they're not serums. They're just products by themselves. But add it all into one: CBD, vitamin E oil, grapeseed oil, argan oil, rose hip seed oil. All those oils added into one powerful serum. So this is your basically just applying your serum. You can put this in chamber C, or you can keep your chamber C as a disinfectant, which some people use as just clear water with vinegar mixed in so they can clean the pipes out. your pipes are pretty much self-cleaning anyway. I rarely have ever, actually I have not heard of anybody cleaning out their pipes or the pipes got clogged. This machine is so sophisticated, you can't clog your pipes anyway unless you put in a hard, thick gel or something that's not going through the pipe. If it's liquid, it's going to siphon out and filter out. The bad water that comes off your face, the suction on the dead skin, that's actually through another tube. If you look at your HydraFacial machine, take off the wand, the tip. If you look inside the tip or if you look at the wand, look at both of them. They have two holes. The first hole, or the bigger hole, that's the one that, sorry, take that back. The bigger hole sucks in the dead water or the dead skin, the bad stuff. The smaller hole that sits a little bit to the side, that's on top, that's the one the water comes out. So the water comes out, and on your face, it sucks up almost how a wet, dry vacuum does. The wet, dry, wet vac, or whatever it's called. So it's spitting out water at the same time. It's sucking up that pee that damn cat pissed on your damn carpet because it thought it was marking its fucking territory, and now it shits mother, or that damn dog that runs around, you know, the little Pomeranian, the little expensive ass dog you keep in the little fucking purse, and that dog pissed all on it, and that piss is horrible. Every animal's piss is never clean. It's never, you ever really see them drink? Well, dogs do drink a lot of water, but what they drink is a lot of acidic nonsense in their diet, no matter what. Even if it is the most healthy stuff they're eating, dog food is not acidic, but it's something to where it's going to have their pee yellow kind of all the time. If we drink a lot of water, our pee is usually clear. Without no soda or anything else, sugars, yeah, it's clear. But for animals, it's usually, yeah, kind of clear a little bit if they are drinking water all the time or a healthy diet, but they're still yellow and they pee on the carpet. You need a wet vac to put water in it and suck up the pee at the same time. Same thing for your HydraFacial machine. It's the same thing for your face. It's spitting up the water to clean up the dead stuff, sucks it out, puts it into the bad chamber. That's it. So for me, chamber C, you can put your serum in chamber C if you want to, or you can manually just drop it in your hand and add it to your body or skin or face, whatever you worked on. You know what I mean? You can manually do it. Manually. You do not have to have the machine do it for you. I like having the machine do it for me because it's just easy. I don't have to put everything in my hand. I don't have to keep putting stuff on the face. The machine did it for me. But some people like the regular feel of hands. They don't want a machine putting on their serum. So you do not have to put it in chamber C, but you can, as long as it's a liquid. Now this one has the marijuana leaves in it. I can't put this in the machine because it's going to get clogged. I put in another moisturizer in the machine that I will show you later on or on my website. But for now, you can have chamber C as your disinfectant. You can make your own disinfectant. You can have vinegar and water. That'll clean out your system without harming anything. You can have hydrogen peroxide by itself, or you can mix your hydrogen peroxide with your water and have it cycle through. Just turn it to chamber C, turn it to C, let the machine run, like you put the wand on your hand, let it suck through, and let it cycle the water through. Just hold it on your hand for maybe 5 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes, give or take, and that will clean out your pipes. But that's technically only going to clean out chamber C's pipes, because C is the only one that spits out the dirty water. The other chambers for A and B spit the solution on the face. It sucks it up, but it holds it until you turn it to C. Then it exits out the water into the chamber, the dirty water. The other A and B chambers, they do empty out, but it'll be like more solution based. C is the one where you see like the dirty stuff. And to test that, you can actually turn it to A, see what comes out. Turn it to B, see what comes out. Turn it to C, like, oh, that's what, because it collects first in the machine and then it gets filtered out. It doesn't even touch the other hoses. If you took that machine apart, you'd be like, wow, oh, okay. It's almost like gears in a car. When you're shifting to gear 1, gear 2, gear 3, 4, 5, 6, reverse. You're shifting gears, but those gears don't touch each other. Gears are in gears. They're in like a cog. Every little cog that turns has its own individual. So if this is a brake and we need to brake, it stops. It got caught in the cog. It didn't get caught into other cogs. It didn't go from here to here to here. No, it doesn't work that way. So worrying about cleaning your machine, unless you want to take your machine apart, which they have screws, I'm not going to show you that part because I do not want to be responsible for anybody's negligence. That is beyond my scope of practice. I'm not a technician. I'm great in computers, got degrees in it, but that's, no, I'm not going to do that. So be cautious, okay? So that chamber C you can use as a disinfectant, or you can put in your serum. Another serum, you don't have to use oil. You can use hyaluronic acid as long as it's a 2% and under hyaluronic acid, like water-based or liquid, like really, really moving. Now, for a thicker hyaluronic acid, it's something you want to apply to the face manually. It's not going to suck through that tube. It's going to sit there and like, it ain't going to go nowhere. Nowhere. So make sure if you do use a turmeric and hyaluronic acid, peptide, serum booster, whatever is, come on. You can add all those collagen building, whatever, peptides and samarides, glycerides, and all. The list goes on and on. You can, but that's thicker molecules. Think about it. That's why they put those in creams all the time, because creams absorb any type of molecule. They really absorb everything. But for liquids, no, it's not. It's going to still like a brick. Like if I put clay mixed in, drop some clay, like a clay mask in here, it's just going to go right to the bottom. It'll dissolve over time, but it's not going to dissolve in an instant when I need it. No, it's not. So make sure whatever serum you're going to use in chamber C, it's a liquid. It has to flow like water. It cannot be thick. Okay. So then after that, step number 9, if right over here, is adding LED light. Because remember, we put a serum on. Oh man, our skin is nice and open. It's ready for that light to absorb and kill bacteria. Red, we're gonna push product into the face with infrared light. If you want green light, we're gonna move our lymphatic system, our garbage disposal system for our whole entire body, lymphatic system. So use green light. So all the different lights have different functions. That's when you would use it. Use the light right then and there. Now you can use it before the serum or after. It doesn't matter. Light will penetrate through a serum. Light, because the serum that we're talking about is oils or hyaluronic acid. It's clear. It will go through. Now, if it's a cream, you might have to work that cream into the face first before you put on the LED. Like you couldn't put a mask on and then expect the LED light to go through that mask. Come on, no. That's more like a clay mask, a gel mask, jelly, hydro jelly. Come on, the light's not going to go through that totally. A little bit, depending on how powerful your LED machine is, but likelihood of that, no. Come on. After that LED treatment, those light emitting diodes, that's all LED stands for, light emitting diode. And so those lights are going to penetrate through the skin, and like I said, it does many other processes when it's trying to eradicate acne, trying to push products into the skin further by opening the channels of your skin through light therapy. Because light, like infrared penetrates, goes through, tightens skin as well, can also allow products to actually trans-epidermally cross the face. Just like when you're red hot, like a sauna, and it has a red light therapy inside the sauna. So not that your body's sweating on its own, you also have the red light therapy that's penetrating way inside the bottom to even cook the fatty tissue or the toxins, sweat the toxins out even further, like quicker than a regular sauna. A regular sauna, there's no light in there. It's just regular light, yes, like these lights, and you're sweating. But it's a dry heat. It's really not a sweltering heat, unless it's a steam bath or like the Turkish baths. Those are more humidity-based body baths and stuff like that to sweat out toxins. That makes you sweat. But those saunas, it takes kind of time to be sweating the way you want to. Almost like in hot yoga, it still takes a minute. But if you had to add a red light therapy in that same sauna, oh yeah, you'll drop some pounds or some inches just in one setting. And that's why they always have somebody in those rooms, or knocks on the door or checks in on you, because people pass out in those rooms quite frequently. You just don't see it, but it happens. That's why they tell you to hydrate before you even go into that room, because yeah, you could pass the hell out just from the dry heat, not the steamy heat, because steam has moisture in it. But if it's the dry sauna, oh man, it's crazy. So LED lights do work. The red, green, and blue lights. There is yellow, there is purple. They serve other functions as well. It's blood circulation, ion, positive and negatives. That's a whole nother topic. Put the LED mask over the face and you're good to go. Or you don't have to have the LED mask. If your machine didn't come with one, that's fine. You can move on. You can just add the sunscreen or the serum that already has sunscreen built in it, natural sunscreen, and you're good to go. And for number 10, you know, Kim K, she comes in and says, hey, you know, I love my facial. What do I do when I get home? You tell her like, oh, okay, Kim, I got some beauty products for you. And this is what you need. This is basically a cleanser with moisturizer built into it. Oh yeah, it's a 2-for-1. You can't beat it. Then I will send you home with an actual scrub or chemical scrub. And guess what? Moisturizing serum. Those are the only 3 things that I send people home with anyway. There's nothing else I send them home with. Not an extraction tool, not anything else, no other instructions. There are some places that will give clients like book work, like at least like a page to read. Like I'm talking about like a book, like pages. And I'm like, this is too much. Like, why don't we just give them what they need? Something simple, a 1, 2, 3 step. Almost like 3 strikes you're out, almost everything in 3s, you know, quick and easy. And Kim K, she's like, you know, what do I do when I get home? And Courtney and Chloe stole my item. You know, they're going to fight and shit. So they're fighting over products, something that's easy for them. Everybody can use this. Everybody can use this. Everybody can use the scrub that I give you. It is super easy. Actually, I do sell 4 items. I sell hyaluronic acid as well. The hyaluronic acid is wonderful for your skin. It always has been, always will be. There's a reason why people in Japan live the longest out of anybody in the world, the history of the world, actually. They have an average of people living till 109 years old, or I think it's 108 or 109. Like, kind of guaranteed, at least 80-something% of their people live past 100 plus. Like 80-something%. Damn. Like, what are y'all doing? They eat plant-based foods that have high hyaluronic acid inside those foods. Like bone broth. You have all types of these soups to plant-based foods that they eat. The rice, some people say rice is fattening. It's only fattening if you don't work out. Everything is fattening if you don't work out. Shoot, even I have a gut now. But it's because I choose, my diet is not right. But in certain places overseas, oh man, they eat healthy all the time. There's no McDonald's on the corner, Chipotle, Taco Bell, KFC, Popeye's chicken, you know, filet mignon, all that. No. And if they do eat steak, it's very, very small. They don't eat slabs of 16-ounce porterhouse steak that we eat. They're not eating a 20-ounce, you know, pork roast, tenderloin, all that. They're not. They don't eat baked potatoes with that steak, with the beer. All that is calories. They eat very, very healthy, very, very fast, and they burn it off. So they also add in, well, this isn't my hyaluronic acid right now, but the hyaluronic acid that they ingest, they eat it, stays in their skin. That's why they age very, very well. It's a known fact. These schools will not hip you to the game because they don't really want you knowing everything about skincare and how to take over the world. They don't want you to know the ancient Chinese secret. That's why Korean skincare, Asian skincare is always going to be kind of the best. Indian, like India, people from India, they take care of their skin as well. They just don't get the notoriety for it. But turmeric and all those other spices, cumin, there's a lot of things you can do with products and putting it in there. So when Kim K goes home, like, oh my God, what was that green mash you gave me? Oh, well, it just had matcha tea in it. It just had antioxidants, anti-inflammatory, it had peptides in it, ceramides in it, so many things. Hyaluronic acid was in it, turmeric was in it. Oh man, the list goes on and on. And then we had some fatty acids in there, some omega-3s. We actually had in a nice serum to keep everything moisturized on the top surface of the face. Damn it, how come we don't have that here? Because it's a money-driven society here. Over there, they take care of your skin. Products that are sold here, you would get arrested for overseas. Guaranteed. If you shipped any of that, it's like worse than drugs to them. It's like, yo, what are you doing? Nope. So Kim K comes home, you upsell. Remember that upselling, the special deals, the upsell, and the rebooking, this is when you tell them, hey, these are the products. Would you like to come on in next 2 weeks from now, we're having a special. And if you rebook right now for the following week, we also will give you another 10% off. My God, you just sold her for the next week. Then the next 2 weeks, you rebooked her again. So you're guaranteed to see her twice in that 1 month. And if you're charging that person $150, $200, that's pretty good just for one person. And if you have 5 of those people a week, even just 2 or 3, I don't mind making $200 or $300 extra on the weekend. Because those $200 or $300 pays my car note. It pays my cable bill. That's gone and taken care of for the whole month. And in the next 3 weeks, that's free money. That just goes into my checking account or savings or 401 or CD, whatever you have, my stocks, whatever. If you have money like that, yes. Your thrift savings plan, your TSP, save it. We will have more rainy days, but if you prepare, you can weather the storm. You can endure. So send Kim K or one of the sisters and her mama, all them girls, something to go home to, and that's pretty much it. Well, besides step 10, which is home care. Kim K, she's gonna have to do everything. Once you sell her the products, you tell her her regimen. Oh, I'm so sorry, Kim, I didn't mean to have my hand there. But you tell her about your regimen and how to take care of her flawless skin. And it doesn't have to be Kim K, it could be anybody that you love or like, you know what I mean? So you make sure you tell them, hey, use your cleanser, use your scrub, use your moisturizer, stay out of the sun for at least 2 days, 48 hours to 72 hours after the chemical peel. But that's what we're about to go into in option number 2. Step 1 or option number 1, they can go out to the sun. Just make sure it's not no direct sunlight for more than 2 hours or more. An hour and a half at best. I mean, direct sunlight, like are you working outside where the sun is beaming on you without sunscreen? Then you're really not doing anything for your skin. So the sun is great. It gives us vitamin D. We need the sun. Everybody needs the sun. If you're vitamin D deficient, something's wrong with you. That's probably why you're cranky. But anyways, I get plenty of sunlight, and plus I have melanin, so yeah, I don't age that quickly. Thank God, because I'm 43 years old. I plan to keep my hair, and oh my God, I have gray hairs though. But oh well, I earned my gray hairs. Shoot, I lived through this world crazy. But send them home with home care, and that's pretty much it. That is option number 1. Option, because remember, the reason why I named it options is because you need options. You can tailor it the way you want to. You can set up your HydraFacial treatment the way you want to set it up. This is just an option, my option. And whatever your option is going to be, you tailor it to where you want it. It does not have to be this. All the things that you've seen on the right side, no, these are just suggestions. This is how I run my HydraFacial machine, and it's easy. Now in the video, you're going to see us going over the steps slowly. But if I actually did it by myself, it's probably going to be maybe 25 minutes to 30 minutes. That's it. Because I'm quick in my, I get you in and I get you out. I charge your ass $80 to $50. You're in and out in 30 minutes. Where else can you get $30 or for 30 minutes, where can you make $80 to $100 unless you are a doctor, lawyer, nurse, somebody, assassin? I don't know. What are you going to do? You know, you out there, OnlyFans or some shit. OnlyFans people be making, I need to make my own OnlyFans and just, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm out of shape. So anyway, I got to get in shape. But hey, you got, that's an option. You see what I'm saying? These are options. Use your options. You know what I mean? Anyways, thank you guys for watching. We'll go into option number 2 right now.